Hey guys, so today's video is probably going to sound totally crazy just by looking at the title. Okay, so I just want to start off by saying this is not a clickbait title. This is real. I do have several children and none of them live with me, and I made some choices when I was younger that resulted in these several children. Is it bad that I can't tell you exactly how many kids of mine are out there? I just don't know. And that might sound super weird to you guys. And I bet a lot of people are just typing away in the comment section already before even listening to this video. But I just want you all to just put your fingers in your pants. Actually don't do that. Just put them down and hear me out. When I went to college, my worst fear was getting myself into a ton of debt. And I see so many of my friends who have gone to college and are now working jobs, barely making enough money to pay their college loans. Because after going to a fancy school for 4 years, they now owe the school like $100,000. But I didn't want to be in student debt, and I had a hard time paying for college because I did not qualify for financial aid because my parents made too much money, but they didn't make enough money to put me through college the entire way through. They obviously helped me because my parents are awesome and wonderful, supportive people. So when it came time for me to go to school and pursue my dream, they helped the most that they could. But like, I don't know what regular middle-class family can afford like a $30,000 a year tuition for a kid who barely knows what they want to do. But anyways, I'm getting off track. I wanted to be able to afford college and be in minimal student debt. So I started looking into the option of becoming an egg donor. Egg donors are a very common thing. Women go to clinics, they get their DNA tested, they get their background checked, and they get put onto a list of potential donors. And if you get picked by a couple, usually a homosexual couple or a couple in a different country, because in many European countries, egg donation is illegal. So a lot of couples from abroad come to the United States to get it done here, and it is a very expensive procedure. And egg donors make from around $6,000 to $10,000 per cycle that they do for a particular couple. I did it 6 times and I made $9,000 to $10,000 each time I did this. And because of egg donation, I was able to pay off a huge chunk of my student debt, and I was also able to purchase a car. I was able to travel. I was able to just do a lot of amazing things, which I am so grateful for. And without egg donation, I would not have been able to do those things. A lot of people ask me now, how do you feel about the fact that there are your children out there and they have your genetic makeup and they look like you, and some of them may even know about you, and you are technically their mother? And I say to those people that I have been able to emotionally and psychologically remove myself from thinking that way. And I am more of like a scientific, logical person rather than like an emotional person. I have a different mindset than a lot of people, and I always believed that yes, technically DNA wise I am the mother, but I did not raise these children, so technically I am not really their mother. But a lot of people will argue with me and, you know, say what you want to say in the comment section, but I have not raised these children. Is it weird? A little bit, of course, but for me, it's like my new normal. And you guys might think this is absolutely nuts, but I'm actually friends with a few of the couples that I've donated my eggs to. And one of the couples in particular I am friends with on Facebook. They live in Europe and they are a homosexual couple, 2 guys, and they're like the most wonderful parents. I keep in touch with them. We message each other on Facebook Messenger, and I always look at their pictures from their vacations and from their everyday life. And they have a daughter. I've gotten to see her grow in her pictures, and she looks so much like me when I was a kid. And I show my mom and my family the pictures of this baby, and I'm like, oh my god, look. And my mom says, well, like, this is what she has from you, and this also kind of looks like your grandmother when she was younger. So I don't know. It's strange, and some of the couples that I donated to, I don't keep in touch with. One of them has actually remained anonymous, which is why I say I have 5 kids instead of 6, although I have donated 6 times, because one of them, I really don't know if this child even exists, because I have never kept tabs with this, because I've never kept in contact. And I know one of the families, I am not in contact with them, but I actually looked them up because I was curious to see if they ended up having a child, and they did. I saw a picture and it was adorable. But yeah, so I have I have 5 or maybe even more children out there. I also have my eggs frozen at a egg bank somewhere in Bridgeport, Connecticut, so if I ever want my eggs and if I ever want to use them in the future, I can do that too, which I think is really cool. But a lot of people will think it's weird and will look down on what I did, and they'll say that I just did it for the money. But of course I did it for the money, but was it also an empowering and noble cause? In my opinion, yes, because I gave a family the opportunity to have a child, and it changed their entire life. For me, it changed my life for the time being because I was able to afford certain things, and now all that money is gone, but I am still left with that feeling of, wow, I did something for somebody. So although in the time being, yes, it was about the money, but when you go into something like that, you have to understand that that money is going to be spent at one point, and you're going to have to be able to live with the decisions that you've made. And if you feel like you can't, then egg donation isn't worth it for you. But for me, it was 100% worth it because I feel like I made a difference in some people's lives. I have 5 children out there in the world, and they have wonderful parents and they are living wonderful lives, and I'm so happy that I was able to be the beginning of that. And one day I do want to have my own children. As far as I know, I will be able to conceive one day myself, but that probably won't be for a while. But knowing that I was able to help somebody have a kid is just a really awesome feeling. So yeah, that's gonna be it for today's video. If you guys have any questions about me being an egg donor, let me know in the comment section below, and what are your opinions on all of this? Also, make sure to give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel by clicking the subscribe button and the little bell next to it to join the notification squad, because that makes you cool or some shit, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!